Why do you build me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down and mess me around in the worst of all.
What is going on, guys? I am back with another review of a day at an amusement park, and this time I am discussing me and Iby's visit to Hersheypark from this past Friday. And so let's get started with this review of the day. So when me and Iby first got to Hersheypark, we purchased our fast track bands, and then after we put them on, we headed to Sky Rush. And then we did Super Duper Looper and Great Bear, and then we got to ride Triple Towers. We rode all three of them. My favorite one out of the three was the Hershey Tower because of that crazy launch, and it dropped us from the top too, so that was a really cool feature about it, is that it had a combination of both. And then me and Iby rode Storm Runner, and that was really good. It felt so good to keep our heads back on it. And then we went to the boardwalk, and I ate at Nathan's for lunch because I brought money for food and Evie didn't. So I got 2 frankfurters from Nathan's, and so I found some place to sit and eat my frankfurters. And then we got changed, and then we went on Breaker's Edge and Whitecap Racer, both of which were very, very good. And then we went to East Coast Waterworks to get a preview of Seaside Splashworks coming to Dorney. And so the first slide we rode on that structure was the purple slide, and I really liked that slide. It was so fast and insane, and that was my favorite slide on the play structure. In fact, that was my favorite slide I even rode in the boardwalk that day. Oh my gosh, do not pass this slide up if you get a chance to experience it. So anyways, then we rode the red slide, and after that we were originally gonna ride yellow, but then EB was like, do we need to ride yellow? And I was like, no. And so we left East Coast Waterworks, and then we went to Coastline Plunge, and I wanted to go on Whirlwind, but it was an extremely long line to get a tube for that, so we decided to go on Riptide because that was my favorite slide on Coastline Plunge at least. And so we waited in line, a very long line, to get a tube for that. And then after we rode Riptide, we rode Breaker's Edge one more time because that ride on Breaker's Edge that we had earlier on in the day was much better than the ride we had on it last visit. And so we got one more ride in on Breaker's Edge, and then we got changed back into our dry clothes and just went to go enjoy ourselves in the dry park. And then we headed to Wildcat, and then we did Lightning Racer both sides, and then we rode Fahrenheit, and then I got the credit on Trailblazer. And what was crazy about that was that after I got the credit on Trailblazer, we still had like hours at Hersheypark, and we'd gotten on all the roller coasters. And then after I got the credit on Trailblazer, we were originally gonna go ride the Hershey's Kissing Tower to get some good shots, but the line was too long, so EB asked me what flat rides I wanted to go on, and I told him I wanted him to experience the Howler because I'd just experienced it at Christmas Candy Lane, and I thought it was really good, so I wanted him to get that same experience. And so we went on the Howler, and EB worked out his arms spinning the black thing. And yeah, that was a fun ride on the Howler. And we rode the Flyers too, and I like the set of Flyers that Hershey has. I don't know why, I just like them. And then we were originally going to ride the Claw. In fact, we started waiting in line for it, and then there was something going on that made the dispatch on the Claw extremely slow, so EB came up with the idea to just go to Reese's Cup Fusion then, since the Claw's dispatch was too slow, and I was like, yeah, let's go to Reese's Cup Fusion. And so we went on Reese's Cup Fusion, and EB came in first, and I think this is a really good move for him to get all the villains, because he'd never been on a shooting dark ride like that before, and he came in first place, and I came in fourth place, which was still pretty good. And so after Reese's Cup Fusion, we marathon Great Bear 10 times, and if you haven't seen that video, please go watch that. I released it on my 17th birthday, actually, which was this past Monday. So if you didn't watch it on that date, please go watch it after this video. And yeah, anyways, we marathon Great Bear 10 times, and I really liked that marathon. And yeah, so after the Great Bear Marathon, we were originally going to get a night ride on Sky Rush, but then there was a temporary delay on Sky Rush that made us not get a night ride on it, and it was about to be a walk-on too. And yeah, so after that epic fail, I got dinner, and I got a cheeseburger and fries, and I forgot what the name of the place is that I ate at, but I ate there for dinner, and it was towards the front of the park, so that was a good thing too. And after dinner, that basically ended our day at Hersheypark. So that concludes this review of the day at Hersheypark. Reply to me your thoughts on this video, and I will see you in the next.